There's a lot of old machines and old memorabilia in the area, and they're all tucked up in sheds or going to waste. And we decided if we didn't do something about it, nobody would ever see them, and they would all be lost. So we decided, yes, we should try and do something, get something off the ground, and we've landed with something that's an awful lot bigger than ever we had anticipated. So hopefully it will continue for many years to come.
I've been collecting stuff for most of my life really, but it's only in the latter years that I had time to start doing them up and start showing them. And Willie and I got together one day and we thought it'd be a great idea, and the generosity of Derek and Ross Mackenzie came along offering us fields, and that was it.
It's an honour and a privilege to be asked to open this, the third annual Vintage Working Tractors Rally. The saying from the years really does cover this event today. There are tractors here from Lewis to Fife, from Orkney to Alipo, as well as all the local entries. As well as that, there are thrashing mills, binders, ploughs, all sorts of machines and vehicles. There's also an example of modern methods at the bottom of the field. Then there are the stalls, all the stalls and machines, the dancers, the piper, the band. So much to see and do. When this was first discussed more than 3 years ago, no one could have foreseen what a wonderful, great event that it has grown into. Events like this don't just happen. They require vision and very hard work. So many thanks are due to all concerned. And special thanks to Derek Mackenzie for making this splendid field available. It's really quite a spectacular setting for the event and absolutely ideal for all the demonstrations. There is so much to see and do that I won't detain you any longer. So it's a great honour for me now to declare this third annual Vintage Working Rally open.
The team that helped organise today, we've got a core team of 12 of a committee we call ourselves, all enthusiasts, all people from different backgrounds, connection with agriculture in some sort of way, and we enjoy what we do. We enjoy the exhibits and the working machinery here, and we also like putting something back to the community. We get a lot of support from the community in terms of financial and otherwise, and therefore we like to put something back into the Daviot and Strahnairn community.
There's a lot of enthusiasts about. Many of them they're retired farmers, they're farming folk. They have just an interest in the way it used to be. There's just something magical, I think, about seeing old machinery doing the work, but at a slower pace. A lot of people love it.
Well, hopefully the exhibitors have fun primarily, enjoy it, enjoy the company, have a bit of social interaction with friends and also clients, and may get some business out of it. What I would hope the public get, those who come in, and there's been a few thousand a day I think, what I hope they get would be some educational impact, that the people that don't understand farming maybe, or have never worked in a farm or lived in a farming community, they get the benefit of seeing what farming was over the last 100 years or so, and right up to modern machinery.
But when they come here, they can expect to see old tractors ploughing. Then they will see thrashing mills and binders, which a lot of people would never have seen. Before the days of combines, they had binders. There's also some demonstration of people cutting corn with a scythe. So if anybody's never seen these things, this is the place to come today.
Well, we're the Fraserburgh Ferguson Challenge team, and we learned this doing it the Friends of Ferguson, and we'll basically strip the tractor and rebuild it again the fastest time possible. So far we're doing pretty well, up to like 7 minutes 1 second. It seems a pretty good show, like aye. Yep, pretty well organised and stuff, and we're bringing in the crowds.
It's a good event for the Scottish County Club to come here, because we go to various different working events throughout the northeast of Scotland, and we heard about this one up near Inverness, and it's just nice to see a working weekend. We prefer the working weekend to go into a static rally. It knows by the public it's here today. They like to see things working and not all a line of tractors static at a rally, you know. It's nice to see them working in the environment. It's been very good today. The weather's been very kind to us, and it's been a sunny day, and we've had a lot of people taking photographs and videos of our tractors working here today, and it's made us very happy. I think some people, although they maybe don't work in agriculture nowadays, a lot of them, their ancestors probably grew up in the country and really worked hard in country farming type work, and they love coming to see these things today. They've got a lot of different things on here today, how farming was done in the old times. A lot of it was very hard work, but most of them enjoyed the type of work that they did.
It's nice to keep the old traditions alive, and a lot of people are interested in these things. We also have a heritage tent which shows a lot of old photos of the district, memories of long ago. And if we don't do something like that, a lot of these things will be lost and nobody will know who it is or anything about them.
I have the great privilege of looking after the heritage tent here at the Strahnairn Farmers Show, and I'm entrusted with a lot of beautiful photographs of farming in days gone by. And we try to mount displays showing the farming families that have lived in Strahnairn, Strahnairn and Strahnairn. It is very nice for the older people to come because they recognise either themselves or perhaps their mothers, fathers and grandfathers. But I think it's also very nice for the young people to come and see what their heritage has been, and they get a real idea of how their grandfathers and great-grandfathers lived. I think it's important that we remember the past, because the past is simply us 100 years ago. It's exactly what we would have done. And I think we need to remember that, to honour the people that have gone by, and also to take lessons for the future and on the value of having a community and a strong sense of friendship and community. Well, we get everything from a certain amount of tearful emotion to sometimes gales of laughter coming from behind the screens because they've seen themselves as small children. So all sorts of, the whole gamut of emotions really. This provides a certain amount of documentary evidence for what goes on the field, so the whole thing complements each other very well.
It looks like it was a record day for us. Huge crowds. I believe, apart from the people from the farming background, I believe that the parents want their children to see where their grain is coming from, the porridge, the cornflakes, and they could see it happening there today.
For people that have not exhibited or not entered either in static or working, hopefully the people that see what's going on, it's nothing too strenuous, there's no competition as such, it's enjoyment primarily. And if they've got an old tractor or a machine and they would like to see it working and have a bit of fun, this is a place to come.
What's been happening over the last 3 years has really put Strahnairn and Daviot on the map. We've had good support from local companies. We had the weather. I think there's a lot going for it. I think we're committee are very grateful to everybody who took part, and they made it such a success.
It gets better. We're about the capacity I would suggest now. We just refine and take off the rough edges and hopefully make it even better.